Good evening. Welcome back to Lacrosse Center. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Well, we're ready to go. We're going to get a turnover, it looks like here. Melrose Mindoro. Oh, there's a pickoff. Looking to get the shot off. That was number 4 in Claire Becker. Well, joining me tonight, Tom Lohr, able to come up. Hey, Tom.
Hello. I need to give you a break.
No kidding. Here's a steal, and the layup is good for the Mustangs. That was number 20 in Iris Curley.
I apologize for being late. I had Brenna Laura was driving, and traffic was a little busy.
Well, I tell you what, you go out behind here and for the rotary lights.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The parking ramp was completely jammed.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Well, we are taking on Melrose Mindoro here, and the Mustangs with the early lead, and they're going to get another bucket. That one by 45.
Yeah, that full court press is definitely an issue with Viroqua. The other night against Arcadia, the same thing. I mean, until they can figure out how to beat the press, they're gonna struggle.
Trying a little something different here. I got a picture now. I've got the wireless video going. I've got a camera down on the far end over here and shooting kind of across. So I might
got a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to try it until now because
I'm going to have to move down here. I'm a short guy. I can't see over the top of that.
Of all my equipment here, I get it.
Nice vantage point, though.
I tell you what, this is a tremendous sight right here. You can't go wrong.
Kind of feel like a big deal.
Picking up with the rebound. Still 4-0 score, Melrose. As they continue to come down the court here. Number 1, Lily Radcliffe. 15 is Macy Dobbs. Here's number 4 in Claire Becker. She's already scored a bucket. Also down low is Fromkron. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Going to get a tie up here with Whitney Scrady. I tell you what, she just does a great job she gets in there. She's not afraid to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, she's very physical at times. She gets a little ahead of the game. She's got to slow it down on offense a little bit. That pass, she had a turnover there. Just got to rethink that and try not to pass it too fast.
Yeah. That's going to be off the fingertips of the Blackhawks.
Nice concept there, Zoe Clark on the out-of-bounds play. Haley Dregney made a nice basket cut there. Just couldn't gather it in. It would have been an easy 2.
Coming across the timeline, Radcliffe. Oh, somebody went down hard. That was Becker. Landed, boy, almost sounded like on her knees and elbows there, Tom.
Yeah. Good thing those younger bodies.
They can take some of that, can't they?
Better than us.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's a layup attempt. That was 15 in Macy Dobbs, and
yeah, Zoe just reaching in there.
Yeah. The only thing that I think, that for the Blackhawks, they just got to make sure they're not going to get in foul trouble. That's the big thing.
Right.
They play aggressive, and, you want to see that, but every once in a while, all of a sudden you got 3 fouls on you, and out you come.
Right.
Dobbs will hit 1 of 2, and it's a 5-0 score here early on. Pick off on that, and then a shot. Oh, no foul called.
flirting with it.
They were. That was Dobbs with the ball. She'll go back up the top of the key with Becker over on the wing. Baseline move, Radcliffe, and she'll hit it. And here comes a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be right back.
Well, sure nice to see this facility utilized again.
Yeah, isn't
It's
it
a
though?
neat place to watch basketball.
For sure. Well, picking up on the play, Dobbs will go over to the right-hand side. A long three, rimmed in and out, no good.
Yeah, she got her three-point line mistaken. She was
Well, you have the NBA one,
right.
then you have college,
Yeah,
and then the high school.
right.
That would confuse anybody. Here's a takeaway. Come right back at us. Dobbs.
Melrose fast and aggressive.
You know, I noticed that with we saw that earlier this afternoon, Cashton and Kickapoo. That was a great game. Both teams very fast, very athletic. Here is Dregney. Well, I tell you what, gotta think a lot highly there of Haley Dregney. Here's a turnaround shot by Clark, no good, but the rebound putback is in. Nice
Well,
job
I
there.
tell
by
you, Zoe Clark, even the other night, she's definitely got a lot of energy. She's doing a nice job getting her kind of in-season form, I think.
Uh-huh.
Still having a hard time getting on her feet.
Here comes the play back down to
Oh, geez.
our left. The shot up, no good. And what do we got?
Follow,
Reach
I think,
around?
on number 5 or 15. Number 15, Macy Dobbs.
Okay.
Going to be her first.
Viroqua with 4 team fouls. Deal is going to come out.
Dragney's going to come out. Got Elena Christensen going in and Kate Quackenbush, a couple freshmen.
Okay. Quackenbush, I thought, had a nice game earlier this morning at that 10 o'clock game.
Okay.
It was a tough loss to Brookwood. Brookwood played pretty well. It was a 6-point win. I think it was 30-24 was the final score.
Oh, wow.
Going to get a foul underneath here, so Clark will go to the line.
It's going to be on number 10, Callista Bouch
Okay.
for Melrose. Her first.
Well, the rebound off from the miss. It's 7-2 your score here. As they come across, here's a wide open lane there, Tom.
Wow. That just can't happen.
Cooper Zeman with the bucket. Viroqua loses the handle. Comes Radcliffe and left-handed, she lays it up and in. Another timeout on the floor. It's a quick 30-second timeout. Well, back we come, and it's going to be Viroqua basketball here. They look to break the press and able to do so. Oh, there's going to be a travel.
I'll tell you, Melrose, for being the size of school they are, they've got a lot of girls on the bench, a lot of depth, and a lot of speed, strength. Not the tallest bunch, but they're aggressive.
They are. Shot is up, no good.
Viroqua probably standing and watching a little too much, and
there's a quick hands of Radcliffe right there.
He's gonna give Lily Radcliffe a foul for the reach, trying to steal that ball away.
Okay.
Katie Moyleen in the game, a freshman, ends up dribbling that ball out of bounds.
Well, she'll give you a lot of energy.
Yes. Oh, yes.
and that, they might need that right now, trailing by 9.
Well, I think the theme for the Blackhawks right now is build for the future. They've got a lot of young players in.
Yep.
Trying to get experience. And
down on the floor, and all of a sudden Clark comes away with it. Here comes that defense again. Trying to get away is Stuber. Double teamed, and what do we got here? There's going to be a foul called. We'll see who that's going to go against.
Interesting foul call in that sequence, because it seemed like it was all the same foul, but then at the end, sometimes I wonder what are they seeing. But.
We'll bring the ball down the court here. Clark over to Deal, back to Clark. She thought about the 3. Now she'll drive, and she banks it in.
Basket by number 34.
Gotta like that one, Tom.
Yeah, when they decide to pass the ball and sequentially move up the court, they seem like it's just nice flow of the offense. Nice basket on Clark's part.
Oh, there was a travel. Tom, you want to take the play-by-play here? No.
Yeah, I know you've had a long day.
It's you do that, and I'll take care of the camera, and I'll interject once in a while.
All right, I'll do my best. Try not to let you down. All right, Quackenbush into Deal to Moyleen. They're pushing the ball up the court, over to Dregney. Deal over to Hubach, who shoots the 3 off the rim. Rebound to number 3, Jersey Blaken. Blaken pushes the ball up the court, tries to push that ball into Bouch. Bouch loses the handle, out of bounds on the baseline. Quackenbush is going to bring this ball in for the Blackhawks, into Hubach. Centering the pass to Deal. Deal back to Moyleen. Moyleen up to Dregney. Dregney surveys, brings the ball back up the top of the key, all the way over to Hubach on the left corner. Nice pass down to Quackenbush. Gets the ball up, gets fouled by number 2, I believe it's going to be Radcliffe of Melrose Mindoro. Quackenbush good on the first. Nice form, nice easy shot there, Ken.
Yeah, that just looked pretty the way she went at that.
Brings
very
the
confident.
Blackhawks to within 6. Second shot, up and good. So some signs of life. I think maybe Viroqua has adjusted to the speed of this game and the intense defense by Melrose. So Blaken gets it over here to, is that shot that? That was Bouch. Bouch shot a 3-pointer. Rebound by Warner. Warner back to Bouch. Bouch drives, gets the ball up on the rim, gets her own rebound. Going to end up getting fouled here by. I take that back. Just a stoppage of play out of bounds. Going to be Melrose ball. They're going to bring it off their baseline.
5 in, 5 out, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Good luck with that one.
right.
Looks
So
like the starters back
Hubac
in.
defends the pass to Becker. Becker ends up gathering it in. And, yeah, Quackenbush is going to get called here for a blocking foul.
Well, thanks going out to some of those sponsors. I'll throw a couple of them in. One of them is First National Bank in Mindoro, 5 convenient locations, locally owned for 100 years. And our thanks also to 71 Express, Kate Shadle and her team. Wish the best of luck to the area teams, and congratulations to the Brookwood Falcons and their win this morning.
Both teams flirting with the bonus here. We've got 5 team fouls for Melrose and 6. I should take that back. 5 for Viroqua, 6 for Melrose.
Tom, pretty good reaction there by Rachel Deal. Defensively, she was able to tip that pass back out of bounds. They'll try again.
Drive here by Dobbs. Dobbs back to Zeman. Zeman drives, passes it out on the right wing to Radcliffe. Radcliffe drives and rebounded by Dobbs. Dobbs puts it back up in a fight for the ball. Going to be a foul here on Viroqua, I believe.
I thought Quackenbush got the takedown, but
So it's going to be, yeah, that's going to be Quackenbush's second foul. She's going to come out of the game along with Moyleen. In comes Whitney Scrady and Zoe Clark back in the game after a breather.
both teams with 6 fouls, so the next foul will put somebody on the line.
Zeman's going to inbound the ball, looking, and sends it out to, how did you say that, Frauenkron?
Yeah, Frauenkron.
So
Frauenkron.
Radcliffe with a long 3 ends up putting Melrose up to a nice, comfortable lead of 8. Deal with the right wing, passes it to Clark, who is in the center of the court, ends up driving right down into the lane, and a nice little layup. 8-14 your score. We're going to have a half timeout, 30-second timeout from Melrose.
We'll take the break ourselves. Be right back.
Melrose is going to bring the ball out of bounds after that timeout. They had to reset their strategy. Radcliffe drives, passes over to Zeman. Zeman shoots a 3, rebound Viroqua. Hubac's going to bring this pass back out there. They're definitely going to try to get some of them quick turnovers again. They set back up in that 3/4 court defense, where they got a lot of easy baskets early in the first half. 9:32 left in the first half. Viroqua's crept back in this game. Hubac drives left, brings it back to the right. She's going to go all the way in, pass back out to Dregney on the right wing. Dregney brings it back up the top of the key to Deal. Deal drives, finds a spot, just can't get that ball up softly on the basket. Misses off the mark, rebound to Radcliffe, who drives it, pushes the ball up the court to Frauenkron. Wow, that's going to take a little time.
That takes some time to get that one, won't it?
It's not your normal Melrose name.
Yeah.
Ready for Blaken or Paff.
Right, exactly.
Stuber right at the timeline, brings it across. Passes it into Clark, who can't keep her hands on the ball, ends up giving it up to Melrose. This is Dobbs driving, passes it back out to Becker. Becker to Radcliffe. Radcliffe with a nice little drive. Gets that ball up over the rim and in. Puts Melrose back up by 8. 16-8 your score. Melrose in the lead.
Well, definitely Radcliffe is the person to go to for the Mustangs, as she has hit so many of the points right now. She's got to have at least half of those 16, I would think.
Well, she's quick and she's really got some nice moves.
Yes, and and she got the long arms, so that's got good length to her. So she's going to be a force out here today.
Dragney now guarding Radcliffe, trying to keep some quick players. Whitney lets Zeman off the dribble. Bounce passes it back to Dobbs.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 2. So critical here. Melrose is up by 10. And Zoe Clark going right to the rim here, trying to get some fouls, get Melrose in. That's going to put them in the bonus here. So Viroqua will be in the bonus at this point from here on out.
She went right after Madeline Frauenkron and was able to get that foul. Another one of our sponsors, the Bank of Ontario, serving Vernon County citizens with solid financial support over the years. And Brando Meats, by the way, they've got all kinds of great meats, rib steaks, New York strip, T-bones, $12 a pound, and much more. Contact the Hitchin Post. They will take the order from you. Hitchin Post in Wilton.
So Clark, 1 of 2 on the free throws. Viroqua literally watched Radcliffe kind of drive down the middle right off the free throw line, and she sinks that to put Melrose up by 11.
Yeah, she's just kind of having her way right there in the middle right now.
Yeah. Viroqua ends up turning the ball over right away, and Moyleen with a nice steal gets it back to Hubach. Grace Stuber looking for a seam. She ends up trying to get to the rim, gets a foul. Maybe Coach Cena sees something here, trying to drive that lane, and all the players seem like they're trying to get the ball up over the rim and see if they can't get some foul shots here.
Try to fire them up a little bit and say, go attack.
Right. Stuber good for the first.
Thanks to CCU of Melrose, committed to our members and providing better rates and fewer fees. That's CCU in Melrose. Our thanks also going out to the Hitchin Post, as I mentioned earlier, proud sponsor of today's special broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the area ladies basketball.
Stuber also sinks 1 of 2, so it's going to bring Viroqua back to within 10. Moyleen with point defense there. We've got Buchanan in the game for Melrose over here on the left wing. Now, let's see. Becker drove the ball back to Buchanan.
Well, that was just an easy-looking shot.
Melrose up by 12. Zoe Clark stops, pops a 3. Can't get that one to fall. Ends up getting rebounded by... Boy, those numbers are hard to read.
They are.
Zeman. Zeman over there. Passes right down to Radcliffe. Radcliffe up and in the... Well, I guess if they haven't figured it out by now, I would say Radcliffe is the one to watch.
But
Melrose creeps to a 14-point lead. Stuber trying to get some space. Bounce passes in to Clark on the high post. Moyleen pass fakes, drives. Stuber with a quick 3 ends up airballing it. And so Hubach's going to get called for a push on number 4, Clara Becker. That's going to put Melrose into the bonus. Becker's going to go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
Well, while she goes to the line, our thanks going out to Martin's Milk Service in Wilton. They're now hiring Class A CDL drivers, local, regional, and other over-the-road positions. Contact Blake and Old Country Cheese. Stop in at Old Country Cheese. Say hi to Kelly Everhart today. Cheese, meat, Amish crafts, and so much more.
Becker good for the first. Puts Melrose up by 15. 10-25 your score with 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. She is good on the second.
Couple of new players coming in. They're going to bring in number 2 in Anna Radcliffe, along with, I think, was that 10 in Callista Bouch coming back in.
I think Jersey Blaken also snuck in the game.
Oh, did she?
3.
Okay.
Yep. Hubach looks for a seam on the right side, sends it over to Clark at the top of the key. Dregney gets away with a drag of the foot and ends up dribbling out of bounds on our baseline down here and ends up giving the ball back to Melrose. Turnover is definitely an issue here tonight early for Viroqua. Dregney guarding Radcliffe. Radcliffe passes to Buchanan, to Blaken, back to Radcliffe. Radcliffe sends it back up the top of the key to Buchanan, down here to Blaken. Blaken back to Radcliffe. Radcliffe with a nice little drive, gets the ball up on the rim, doesn't get the shot to fall. Zoe Clark with the rebound, gets it to Rachel Deal, who is doing everything right except just getting that ball up in the right spot to fall in the basket. She drove the ball nice and just having a hard time getting the lid off the rim. So good defense here by Hubach. Ends up stealing that ball. To Stuber. Stuber to Hubach to Deal. Back to Hubach. Shoots a 3. Gets it to fall.
Nice hit. Well, she looked like she was calm on the shot. You know, she had just enough time to set up.
It was just she was set up before she got the ball. A nice flow of the shot. Radcliffe with another 3. She automatically shoots that one. 29-13 your score with Melrose in the lead. Hubach to Grace Stuber. Grace surveys the right side, swings it back over to Zoe Clark at the top of the key, shoots a 3, misses. Rebound to number 10, Bouch. Bouch shoots a quick layup, and Viroqua just being cursed here without getting high presence of rebounds and allows the offensive rebound. They end up putting that back, and now that'll be number 20, Cooper Zeman, with an and one opportunity. Puts Melrose out to an 18-point lead.
Thanks to another one of our sponsors, Peck's Corner, just outside of Cashton. Stop in for a great sandwich any time of the day of the week, and they do have specials as well.
So Zeman doesn't get that free throw to fall, and we've got Blake. No, why am I forgetting her name? Zoe Clark with the rebound. And she ends up coming down and getting a charge call on her. They're going to go back to the line. Or no, not on the offensive foul.
Not on the offensive foul. Okay. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it looked like she had a pretty good path, and then I don't know, was that number 10? I think maybe that in Bouch that got in the way, and she was on solid ground.
Nice defense there by Deal. Deal taps that ball away. Can't get it before it goes out of bounds. We're going to have Elena Christensen come in here for Haley Dregney. Christensen contends the Blaken shot, which is an air ball, gets rebounded by Viroqua. Moyleen pushes the ball to Christensen. She goes in for a quick layup opportunity, ends up getting fouled by number 25, Opal Buchanan.
I thought Christensen had a really nice game in game number 1 this morning, Tom. She played well, had some nice buckets.
She's fast.
Yeah. Thanks going out to Pasture Pride Cheese, award-winning Justo cheese. Stop in just outside of Cashton. And remember, folks, fresh cheese curds, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Can't go wrong with that.
Christensen makes good on one of those free throws, ends up getting Viroqua back to within 16. 14-31 your score with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half.
Looked like Christensen was going to come up with a steal, and it scooted right between her legs, and Melrose able to pick it up.
Blaken back to Buchanan. Buchanan dribbles over here to Werner. And
Oh, that was a tough one. I'm glad I didn't have the camera on that one.
well, I'll tell you what. I will say, observation for me in Melrose, those girls are strong. I mean,
Yeah.
they must spend a lot of time in the weight room. They are very physical, and they're going to make them earn it if Viroqua's going to get back in this game.
For sure.
Hubac to shoot 2 in the double bonus, misses right off the front of the rim on the first.
Well, Rivers in Ontario stopped in there. Monday Night Football, and they have wings. That's always a favorite. And many of your all-time favorite meals can be found. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, a whole bunch of others as well. Grilled chicken, baked beans. Yeah, you got to like it there.
Hubac unable to convert either one of those free throws. Melrose kind of slowed the offense down. Got some reserve players in here to get these other starters some breathers. And I tell there's a little rust on them. They lose the ball out of bounds on the baseline.
Well, Rachel Deal, you could see, but she was just red in the face. She needed a timeout there. She needed a break. She's playing hard.
Christensen to Lily Rozeski. Rozeski passes into Scrady with a nice little dribble drive and ends up laying that ball up and in. 16-31 your score. Blaken handling the point guard at this point. And Viroqua allowing some good passing to happen here by Melrose. Frauenkron ends up getting a layup and gets a basket. Hubac dribbles in the left corner, back to Scrady. Scrady over here to Christensen on the right, who quickly drives. Can't quite get that ball up on over the rim. Ends up getting rebounded by both a Viroqua and a Melrose player that ties the ball up, possession arrow in favor of Viroqua. They're going to bring the ball out of bounds. Viroqua waiting for who's supposed to be bringing the ball out of bounds. Scrady to pass it in. She's serving, goes to Rozeski on the right corner, back to Scrady. Moyleen ends up picking it up after a tip pass. Back to Scrady. Scrady drives left, back up over the rim. Nice job. Maybe I found something there in Scrady. She's left-handed, and they don't like defending that left-handed dribble.
Well, she really did a nice job in some traffic as well.
Blaken passes over here to Bouch. Bouch bringing it back right. Over on the right wing to Werner. Werner back to Bouch. Bouch up and ends up surprising everybody. And Scrady pushes the ball to Moyleen. Moyleen gets the ball up with a nice little shot, and getting a little scrappy down there, Ken.
Just a little.
So Christensen intercepts the ball. She's going to push it up with 1 minute 13 left. She waits for Hubac. Hubac sneaks a shot in, and it's going to end up getting tipped out by Christensen. Melrose ball. So Viroqua showing some signs of life here, at least scrapping this game back within 15.
Right.
18-33 your score. Melrose out to a commanding lead.
Pace picked up a little bit on that.
Yeah, it did.
That series.
Blaken slowly brings the ball up, passes over here to Radcliffe. Radcliffe looking for an opening. Nice little basket cut by Werner. The ball gets tipped. It's going to be a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Melrose. Melrose is going to bring the ball out underneath their basket on their baseline. Bouch passes it in all the way back up the top of the key here to Radcliffe. Radcliffe dribbles around looking for a seam on the left corner. Blaken passes it down to Frauenkron. There you go, Frauenkron. But end up giving an easy basket away to Viroqua. Christensen gets the ball up and on the backboard. Can't get that shot to fall, but will go to the basket and shoot 2 with 27 seconds left. Some moral victory free throws here, I think, if we can get this
Yes.
coming into the half.
Yeah. Something, anything that's positive,
Right.
with that is huge. Thanks going out to the Viola Quick Stop. That's Angie and Travis Iggy, by the way. Wonderful assortment of driftless gift items. And, voted one of the best in the area. Their Friday Night Fish. Stop in there and get it to go.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Didn't mean to step on that. Christensen ends up getting those 2 shots to fall. Deal comes in for Moyleen. Blake in the pass over to, wow, that was kind of a rugby play.
They're still playing. The whistle blew 10 seconds ago.
10 seconds left. They're going to call a jump ball, possession arrow to Viroqua. Lily Rozeski gives Hubac the ball with 10 seconds left. They're going to have to push it over to Christensen. Christensen passes across the court to Deal. Deal up with a quick shot. She ends up defending number 3, Jersey Blaken, so she can't get that shot off. It was pretty aware defense on the part of Deal. There you have it, your first half, 20-35, your score.
Well, we'll take,
Viroqua,
thanks, Tom. We're going to take a break here as I know they're going to start playing the music. So
Okay.
we'll come back with more action. Second half coming up. As Tom mentioned, the Blackhawks down by 15. All right, here we go, folks. Glad to have you back on board. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Tom Luhr, as we get things going in the opening play here. Tom, guess what? It's a layup here by Melrose Mindoro.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it away.
Oh, okay, though. So Zoe Clark handling it up on top, gives to Dregney on the right side there, and Zoe Clark tries to drive baseline, ends up bringing it back out, drives all the way in. A nice little layup. 22-37 your score. Radcliffe bringing the ball down, kind of loses the dribble, but Claire Beck picks up the trash, takes it all the way in, drives the lane, nice layup. Viroqua just still standing a little flat-footed. Dio picks up her dribble, has to get the ball out of her hands for the 5-second call. Zoe Clark way up top by the half-court line. And Scrady, did everything right there and just couldn't get the ball in. Nice left-hand dribble drive. And not good on the layup. Rebound to Melrose. Back to Dobbs. Dobbs sends the ball over to Becker. Becker ends up turning her back to the court. Aggressive defense by Deal. Deal just kind of slamming the ball into Hubach's feet. She can't get a handle on it.
Yeah, I thought Emily did as good a job as she could, and you get the jump ball. So they will keep the possession, though, but you can't hate giving up that opportunity for possession.
Right. Needs the steal. Hubach drives right by off the screen from Scrady. Hubach sends it back out to Dregney, who passes straight flat across the court, anticipated well by Frauenkron. Frauenkron's layup no good. Rebound Dregney back to Clark. Clark sends it to Hubach, pushes the ball up the court. Scrady dribbles right, sends it left, tries to get the ball up over the rim, can't get it to fall, but does get a foul drawn on her by number 4, I'm sorry. Number 4, Claire Becker.
Well, thanks going out to String Swing. I might have mentioned that before. I'm not 100%, but, they do a great job when it comes to it's musicians designing things for musicians, and it's how to, basically hang up your guitar, if you will. They do a terrific job with that. Over 10 million guitars are trusting String Swing since 1987.
All right. So Scrady does not get either one of those free throws to fall. And Radcliffe with a nice drive, but just can't get the ball to fall herself. Ends up getting rebounded by Dregney. Dregney over to Deal. Deal dribbles to the top of the key, stops, pulls up her dribble, passes it over to Dregney. Dregney takes it from her left to her right, dribbles all the way across, ends up getting blocked by Becker out of bounds. Viroqua will restart on their baseline underneath their basket. Melrose is going to bring in a couple subs here. Buchanan, number 25 for number 15, Macy Dobbs, and number 45, Madeline Frauenkahn out for, who was it that snuck in the game?
Anna Redcliffe comes in.
Okay. So a nice inbounds pass by Clark, and Dragney loses it, but they're going to get a Lily Radcliffe with a foul. That's her second. Viroqua with another opportunity to bring the ball in. And Scrady stops, pops a three, misses, rebound to Melrose, to number 20, Cooper Zeman, who goes coast to coast and gets a basket. He'll drives left, brings it back out, finds a hole in the defense, dribbles it through the half court line. Nice little 8-foot shot, banks it in for a basket. Radcliffe drives immediately down the court. Gonna get a quick 30-second timeout here. Coach Cena wants to talk about it. We come for this presentation of Western Wisconsin Video Productions of Viroqua basketball versus Melrose. Grace Stuber over to Zoe Clark at the top. Zoe tries to look to drive the ball. She arm bars. Wow.
A little forearm shiver.
Opal Buchanan, she had good position there, but I think maybe the refs thought she was flopping, but I don't know. Zoe Clark was driving all the way in. And Grace Stuber kind of watched Cooper Zeman shoot that. Shoots a three right over the top of her. And in and good. Grace Stuber gives it to Clark, who gets a foul, stops the clock with 14:06 left in the second half. Melrose out to a commanding 20-point lead here, 26-46.
Thanks to Wildcat Bar and Grill, located in Ontario. Homemade salad bar, it's tough to beat. And, of course, that ribeye that's cooked to perfection. Stop in at Wildcat. You'll enjoy everything they have. And don't forget their Northern Atlantic cod as well.
Well, Zoe Clark misses both, but Rachel Dio with a heads-up rebound. Gets it back to Dragney, over to Christensen, who's now in the game. And Clark back to Dragney, who's having a hard time keeping her hands on that ball. Off the screen from Clark, she passes to Stuber. Stuber stops, pops a three, misses. Rebound to Anna Radcliffe. Lily Radcliffe looks for the seam, finds it, passes back out for a three-point attempt by Zeman. And Zoe Clark with a nice box out there of Buchanan. Gets the rebound. Grace Stuber dribbles right, dribbles left, looks back to the center, passes down to Christensen, who immediately puts that ball up, and Radcliffe there for the rebound. Radcliffe with her head up, dribbling past everybody here, looks off the mark on that. Grace Stuber with a nice rebound. Quick pace here, Ken.
Boy,
moving up and down the court.
They really are.
I don't know. I didn't sign up for that when I came up here. There's a lot of change of possession. So
might need some oxygen ourselves the way they're going.
So Buchanan's going to get called for the reach here. Zoe Clark doing a nice job trying to either go baseline or or drive to the center of the court and make Melrose pay with their feet a little bit, but they're maybe getting a little tired. Full 3 players in for Melrose, as well as Viroqua bringing Moyleen in, Kate Quackenbush, and Hubach. I don't know, was Hubach in the game?
No,
earlier?
she came in with.
Okay, she came in with that group. So Hubach trying to post up Zoe Clark, ends up getting kicked out of bounds or off the feet of Melrose. Quackenbush to inbound the pass. She puts it up on the high right side over by that sideline to Christensen, to Clark, to Hubach. Hubach pass fakes, dribbles to the center. Now she's going to go down the right side. It's going to end up going off of her feet. She's looking for a foul there, but, it's a long ways from here, but I think she just plain dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, just on the dribble itself, and she might have got bumped on the side a little bit, but the ball was coming down on her foot, and that was a tough break.
So Claire Becker is going to bring this ball up with Radcliffe out of the game, and Melrose kind of slowing it down to Radcliffe, to Buchanan, back over to Becker. Becker brings it back over to the center of the court to Radcliffe, and now that is.
You know, Tom, here's just an observation on my side, and help me out on this one. But Coach Sina brought in Moyleen and Hubach, and 2 freshmen. Of course, Hubach she'll go and defend sometimes the toughest player offensively on the other team. But those 2, they'll bring a spark to the game.
Oh yes, yeah.
They're not afraid of anybody or anything, it seems like.
Yeah, Emma Moyleen isn't going to back down from anybody. She is, she's tough.
Yeah.
And they've played up from the time they were, I think, in 5th grade. So
Is
they've
that
been
right?
playing
Yeah.
that upper level, and they're kind of seasoned for it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some good things coming here with the Viroqua basketball when you got the young freshmen like they have. And they're only going to lose 1 senior.
Right.
Over the course of the year. So, they're going to get better and better.
Lily Rozeski in the game for Viroqua, having an opportunity here tonight. So
Lily came in the game, early game, did a nice job when Zoe got into some foul trouble.
Let's see, that is Radcliffe with the dribble drive, double team by Viroqua, and Becker with a nice heads-up play there, kind of holds her own feet down so she doesn't travel. Cross-court pass to Buchanan. Buchanan up, ends up getting her own rebound, and Lily gets a jump ball.
I think that was just a really nice block right on the top of it. Yeah. Wholesale change again here.
Yeah, look at that.
That's the kind of the
demoralizing thing. Wow.
Well, it's a little tough, but from Melrose side, you got to feel good that you can do that, and you're not losing that much.
I think Kate Quackenbush is going to get called with this foul. Going to be her second. Oh, number 50. Oh, that's Christensen. A lot of change in possession here. That is Claire Becker missing her first free throw, but really not a change in score. Been moving up and down the court a lot of turnovers. Becker makes good on the second to go up by 21. Hubach to Moyleen. Moyleen down to Rozeski, who holds on to the ball. Nice give and go there. Hubach, she's going to get a foul called on her. Melrose seems to maybe put their feet in the sand a little bit on defense here, Ken. Racking up those fouls pretty early in the game.
They are, I agree.
Hubach good on the first. Viroqua hanging around enough to see if they could just not turn the ball over and rebound the ball. I think we'd have a shot. So
timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. Be right back.
got to shoot those shots right off the pass. Already set for the shot. Brings it up and in. 32-49 your score. Becker dribbles to the center. Passes it out to Dobbs. Dobbs passes it over to Zeman. Zeman passes it down to Brown. Brown and Cron. Over to Zeman. And wow. Nice drive by Claire Becker. Lays that ball up and in. Viroqua doesn't have an answer. Melrose drive. Pushes the defense back. Dribble drives. Pulls back. And Christensen. Wow. That was a quick move to the middle of the lane and ended up missing. But a nice concept. Good on it.
Exactly. You gotta like the fact that she had the presence of mind to take that kind of drive and just get in, her speed off the dribble. Yeah, that's the best.
Watch, get the ball swatted here from, oh wow, look at that.
Nice job.
Nice little pass from Lubac to Moyleen. Nice basket cut by Moyleen. Just so instinctual. Getting that shot to the ball. 34-31 Melrose is gonna get that ball under the basket to Radcliffe, who wisely puts the ball up right away, gets fouled. I believe by Lubac.
Yeah,
That's what sent him.
Emily came in from behind, and what happened, very subtle move, but Radcliffe kind of moved a little bit of a half a step back, and then that just kind of created the collision and the bucket.
Necessity, the practice was coming out of this game. Zoe Clark and Haley Dribbling back in there. No changes. Radcliffe, good kick. Both of those free throws. Clark inbound to Lubac. Up to one. Dribbles two of them. Two Melrose players. And she's going to catch Dobbs. Make a move on this lead, though, Ken. It's going to have to be now. 7:54 left, and
Time's running out.
Melrose kind of just taking their time. I think they're asking Viroqua to make a challenge. Deal with a nice drive. Finds a seam all the way on the left side. 36-53 your score.
Thanks going out to First National Bank out of Mindoro, 71 Express, and Norwalk. Bank of Ontario helped us out, as well as Randall Meats and Wilton and CCU of Melrose, helping to bring you today's broadcast.
Radcliffe's shot is no good. Rebound to Radcliffe. But Viroqua not able to make that, convert that into a lead plus.
There you go.
Viroqua, that was Becker with a long three. Rebound by All right, let's see if we can get an exciting finish here, Ken.
You bet.
Second free throw attempt from Katie Moyleen is no good. Missing those free throws has been a killer all year for Viroqua. They've been on the line a lot, just can't. It's got to spend some time with some reps, I think.
You know, the good part is they're on the line, so that says,
Right.
you know, they're probably being aggressive getting to the bucket.
Radcliffe with the 3 attempt is no good. Rebound to Zeman. Zeman down to Radcliffe. Over to Dobbs. Back down to Lily Radcliffe. And another series of not getting those rebounds.
Yep.
And you give a team like any team that many second, third chances, they're going to make you pay. Grace Stuber shoots, misses. Lily Radcliffe with the rebound, pushes the ball up, and she just goes down
Just
and
stops
up
and
in.
pops, yeah.
Yeah. So Melrose back out to 21 for a lead, 36-57 your score. Katie Moyleen drives the lane, shoots, misses, and it's tapped by Dregney and rebound back to Melrose. And Radcliffe drives in on the left side over to Dobbs. Dobbs shot fakes, dribbles, passes over to Buchanan. And Rachel Deal has nice position, ends up getting the rebound. And Grace Stuber with a nice little running rebound herself. And Grace, since that knee injury early, has just not quite found her legs yet. I think she's got a lot of upside as the season goes on if she can stay healthy.
Well, she's a good little ball player. So
She is. Radcliffe dribbles around looking for her sister, Lily Radcliffe. Passes to Zeman, over to Buchanan, back to Radcliffe. And Dobbs kind of passes off her dribble awkwardly. Back to Radcliffe. She skip passes over and play on prevent, and they turn it over. And it's too bad Clark can't
just couldn't get that one to
that
drop.
one to fall. That'd be a big deal. She's going to end up shooting 2. It's poked in the eye, and Dregney with a nice little layup opportunity, but neither one can fall. Zoe Clark good with her first. Going to have a couple players come in for each team. Hubach and Scrady in for Moyleen and Stuber. We had Jersey Blaken came in, and I think it was Brielle Werner, correct?
I think so,
Number
yeah.
5. So Clark no good on the second. Melrose up to a commanding 18-point lead here, and Radcliffe just takes Hubach off the dribble, and we're not getting anywhere doing that. She's fast.
Yeah, she is.
Rachel Deal cross-court pass to Clark, quick basket cut. She ends up getting the ball under the basket to Scrady, to Clark, and Dregney just tapped that ball out of bounds. Just can't get her hands on it, and back to Melrose we go.
Yeah, just out of her reach. Our thanks going out to Old Country Cheese out there in County D, and Peck's Corner. Appreciate their support. Thanks to Nicholas and the crew. And don't forget Pasture Pride Cheese, located right there on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton. Back to you, Tom.
Elena Christensen coming in for Dregney. I think just trying to get her a break. She's been busting. And nice little open play there. She kind of rolled, pick and roll type thing, and got open. And Christensen with a ill-advised cross the lane pass. Zoe Clark, no choice but to foul her on the layup. And that is Cooper Zeman. That is going to be Zoe's 3rd foul. Viroqua just can't seem to claw this underneath a 19-point lead.
That's the tough part right now.
Zeman good on her first. Gives Melrose, the score is 62-39 of Viroqua.
Thanks to our Final Four sponsors, the Rivers Inn Bar and Grill in Ontario, String Swing, thanks to Travis and the crew out there just outside of, about a couple, 3 miles outside of Ontario. Viola Quick Stop, thanks to Travis and Angie Eggy. And don't forget Wildcat Bar and Grill, where there's always something great to eat.
Wow, that was a nifty little drive by Rachel Deal. So she ends up getting a basket. She's actually got quite a few points here tonight. Nice low post move there by Anna Radcliffe. Viroqua not doing well off the score. They seem to have really let Zoe Clark ends up traveling on that. Viroqua ends up being down here by 24, and the nice offensive to the basket move by Opal Buchanan.
Yeah, they saw just a good read on the break.
Sorry, number 25, Opal Buchanan.
Deal picks up her dribble at the top of the key, passes to Hubach, dribbles quickly over to her right side. She stops, takes that, and rebound by Melrose.
Just a tad bit short, but boy, I tell you what, she was on the mark, just couldn't get it over the hump there.
Yeah, again, I don't want to see the stat, but if we look at second chance points here tonight,
right,
it's not going to be pretty. Viroqua definitely in their first part of the possession has driven the ball. They're a lot more aggressive to the basket. They just have to. They've got to box out. We got some JV players in here for their first action of the game. Reed Brown, Sam Schneider, and Iris Curley. 1 minute, 39 seconds left. Looks like Coach Cena's going to raise the white flag on this one.
Well, let the kids, let some of the other kids play here on this court. You know, the venue is just fantastic, so why not?
Yeah, it's a neat thing to see.
I know I've talked to a few people around, and we're going to get a scrum on the floor there. But talking with some folks, and they really hope that this can continue here because it's such a neat place for kids to come and play, and that experience in itself is, just uplifting.
It really is. It's something they remember, throughout all their years. I know.
Yep.
My kids I know Zach played in it a few times prior to COVID. That Cooley Classic.
The Cooley Classic,
it was a neat thing, and Vanessa got to play in 1 year of it.
I
think actually Viroqua, that year they won their only game that year. I think beat Black River. It was a nail biter.
Is that right?
Girls, yeah.
Wow.
I remember watching the Bobcats play here. And
oh, yeah.
Sam Schneider misses her first on the double bonus opportunity. Lines up, shoots, and is good. Melrose bringing this ball down. I think they're going to play keep away. Well, Iris Curley ended up scrumming for it.
Yeah, she was.
Gets it back to Grace Stuber, who dribbles right, kind of into traffic. Passes over to Sam Schneider. Sam dribbles off the screen from Reed Brown. She passes across the court, and it's going to be an over the back, just a little off the mark. The Viroqua supportive players over there on the bench, they thought they saw that call go the other way.
It's like, wait a minute.
Optimism doesn't work, when it comes to the rules, unfortunately.
I don't get that.
Rebound. Oh, somehow Sam Shiner avoided touching that ball.
She kept the hands back just in time.
So she lets it go out of bounds. We're going to have 18 seconds left here. We're going to Reed Brown takes the ball. She fakes it. She ends up dribbling down the right side, passes it to Iris Curley, back out to Lily Rozeski. Lily dribbles in, tries to get that ball up and on the rim, can't get it. Stolen away from the Mustangs. They end up taking a shot, and no good. There is your score. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate being part of it, Ken. It was fun.
Yeah.
42-67.
Glad you were able to make it back up. We hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Viroqua girls basketball. And Tom, we'll have to do some of these again down the road here before too long, I hope.
You bet. I've gone this week, but I think on Friday night we were playing Luther at home. I was on the on the list for that. If needed or if you need me.
Yeah, I think that'll work because I think I've got to be in Keshton that night. So
all right. Sounds good.
For Tom Lohr, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed this Western Wisconsin video production of Viroqua girls basketball. And our sincere thanks going out to head coach Terry Sina for his effort and bringing you Generations of Basketball 2022 right here from the Lacrosse Center. So long for now, everyone. Have a great week and a Merry Christmas as it gets closer and closer to Santa Claus time.
Ho, ho, ho.
We'll see you later, folks.